Hello and welcome. My name's Super Saiyan and this is your weekly news and pre-order video. Wow, have I got a treat for you today. Firstly, a little bit of an update and news. In terms of the channel, thank you. Welcome to all the new subscribers over the past month. I hope you enjoy the content. The way it works currently is I release a video every single day. Monday to Friday will be Warhammer related or Warhammer 40k related. Saturday is usually this video, and if I get any new products I'll unbox them on the Saturday too. And the Sunday is usually a non-Warhammer video, and that could be anything from knives, a motorcycle vlog, an electronics unboxing and video game footage. So something like that. I try and keep it non-Warhammer related. I want to say a huge thank you to the Patreons. Thank you guys. The money goes towards getting a box set a month, or a unit or something, and it really does help me out, and it means that is another video for the month. Typically they're quite special and I have them as a Warhammer Wednesday video, so thank you so much. I've now created over 1,200 videos in my 5 and almost half a year's experience of this of YouTube. So again, a huge thank you for those that were at the start, and a great big welcome to those of you that have just subscribed to the channel. Hope you enjoy all the content over 2018. Okay, so that's my channel update out of the way. Let's have a look at some of the news on the Warhammer community website. So if you haven't noticed already, they have quite a few articles here. Basically going back from the start of the week, the 11th of March, sort of 6 days ago, they announced that FORGEBANE would be up for pre-order. So it's up for pre-order this weekend, today. I think it's going to be £95, and you get the 2 Warglaves, you get a little set of Scutari, Tech Priest Dominus, and a load of Necrons, including the new Cryptek model. So that was their big announcement last week. Forge World, they did a bit of a preview of the drill, this termite assault drill. There's also a big daddy to this, a much larger one that Forge World will be releasing at some point. So yeah, it looks great anyway. Then throughout the week they've had some unit focuses on the Armiger and the Cryptek and so on. There's an article about Inferno, which is the vintage Inferno magazine. Also Warhammer Fest, if you go in as cosplay, then they'll pick people that are going in cosplay to get a ticket. It's not necessarily that you go in cosplay and you get an automatic entry. You're going to have your costume and stuff already, and take pictures and things, and then send it to Games Workshop, and then they'll decide whether to send you free tickets or not. So I thought that was quite an important point to make. I'll be going on Saturday the 12th of May. I normally wear a black Warlord Titan t-shirt, so if you do see me, stop and say hi. It'd be great to meet you. And then there's a bit more about FORGEBANE, and just recently Escher weapons, and that was the pre-order for yesterday for Forge World. So let's go and have a look at that, what's going on at Forge World. So here we go. If we go to new, it's basically on the front page anyway, and we go to pre-orders. Just ignore Constantine Valdor. I know it's difficult to ignore him, but what they've done is they've released these Escher weapons sets. Now, please do correct me if I'm wrong, but the weapons look very similar in each set, just at slightly different angles. There's like a Mohawk there that isn't in one, but the plasma guns are there, the sort of melter rifles are there, the chain swords, there's a backpack in one, the heavy weapon looks to be the same in those two, but we'll go through them and we'll have a look. Each set is £16, and obviously you'll need a set of plastic Escher gang, which I think is £20. So this is the first set, and this is what they look like with them. They go very well, and it's great that they're separate, that they're not forcing you to buy the gang and this resin weapon set together. It's great that they are separate. So that's the first one. This is the second one. As you can see the similarities there with their heavy weapons. It's difficult for me to sort of point them out, but the heavy weapons there, the pistols, but just looks like they're in different arms or different hands. You've got the plasma gun there, which is in a different arm. Needle pistol, which is there, and that's in the same arm. But very, very similar sets, just different kind of weapon arms. You've got a melter gun type weapon and the same there. But in set 2, you've got this mohawk. You've got a couple of heads, it looks like, and you've got some different hairstyle there. And in this one, it doesn't look like you get any heads. So just from here, and it doesn't look like you get any hairstyles. So the first set's got a stub gun, auto pistol, melter gun, a hand flamer, stub gun, auto pistol, plasma pistol, grenade, needle rifle, pair of hand flamers, plasma gun, and heavy stubber. And the second set has got a flamer, stub gun, hand flamer, a needle pistol, stub gun, auto pistol, chainsword, a plasma pistol, stub gun, 2 hand flamers, and melter gun and heavy stubber. So very similar. And then the third set looks like there's 2 chainswords. And we'll go through this: a plasma gun, a plasma pistol, hand flamer, auto pistol, hand flamer, plasma pistol, auto pistol, chainsword, needle pistol, needle rifle, flamer, chem thrower as well. So this one's got the chem thrower weapon in there, and it's got 2 chainswords there. Oh, and I've missed out a line there. It says stub gun, chainsword, melter gun as well for the gang leader. So yeah, quite a selection of weapons in each of the sets, but the chem thrower, if you're really interested in that, comes in set 3. And that's pretty much it for Forge World for the pre-orders for this week. It's just those 3 resin sets. No doubt we'll get different options for the Goliath, I would have thought, and the Orlocks, and the newly announced Van Saar. They look amazing. I'm really interested in them at some point. So that's Forge World. Let's hop on over to Games Workshop. Okay, so here we are on Games Workshop's site. There's this lovely, lovely sort of moving artwork advertising FORGEBANE. You've got explore the range of Imperial Knights here, explore the range of Necrons. Let's just have a little look. Explore Imperial Knights. So we've got a picture of the Warglaive Armiger, but of course, as I kind of expected, no Armiger separately, which is, yeah, it's to be expected. They want you to get the Armiger, but you know, the paywall here of the £95. Yes, I do believe that the Armigers will be released separately at some point, but it kind of wants you to explore the other knights in the range as well, which are, you know, £95 each, except for the standard sort of paladin one. But you get so much more for your extra £10 that I'm not sure why you would buy the, you know, the normal paladin one. But moving back to the first page, explore the range for Necrons. Again, I highly doubt that the Canoptek is available separately. Doesn't look like it there. Even if we do view all, no, nowhere to be seen. So again, the only way to get him is to, or it, is to get the FORGEBANE kit. But you know, they've got the 2 adverts there to explore the whole range if you wanted to buff up your units and things. I will be covering all of the Necron releases, and by that I pretty much mean this FORGEBANE release and the Codex, because I'm doubtful that they're going to release anything else for Necrons, which is such a shame. But there we go. So they're on the first page, and if we just click that, it should send us directly to the set itself. Just for belt and braces, what I'll do is I'll just go on new and exclusive, and I'll go on to pre-orders, and I think it's just that and a few books. So if we go view all anyway, and we go high to low, you've got the FORGEBANE set, the Cold Star collection, which was pre-ordered last weekend, which is just the Tau sort of limited edition with the cards for £60. That's sold out now. You can pre-order this Jagati Khan, or Jagatai Khan, however you want to pronounce his name, Warhawk of Kogoris, limited edition, £40. It's part of their like Primark novels, but everything else other than Titan's Bane, I think, was up for pre-order last weekend. But you've got Dante and Khan up for pre-order for paperback, and the Cult of Spiral Dawn up for pre-order as well. So let's have a look at the main sort of pre-order for this weekend, which is the FORGEBANE kit. So £95. In my opinion, I think that's quite expensive. You know, yes, you are saving from getting all the models separately. It'd be very interesting to see how much these Warglaives are separate. I'm going for sort of £35, I want to say, but they might be 40. I mean, the Redemptor Dreadnought is 40. It'd be nice to see the size of them compared to the Redemptor Dreadnought. I think the Redemptor Dreadnought probably be the same size, maybe a little bit smaller. But yes, you are still saving. There's no doubt there. But you know, you may already have a lot of these models. You may have that Tech Priest Dominus, which is a £20 individual model. You may have a box of Skitarii, which again are I think about £20. So that's £40 taken away out of your 95 that you probably already have. Necron wise, yes, the new Canoptech is lovely, really nice looking model. Again, you might have the Immortals and the Leech Guard as well. You might have some Wraiths because they're pretty awesome. They're really good in the rules as well. In the new Codex, I've looked at some of those on various websites and things. You compare this set to like Betrayal at Calth or Burning of Prospero, I think you'll find you get a lot more miniatures, you get a board, you get more rules. I want to say you get dice, you get loads of things that this is just missing for the same price. Yes, the Warglaives are great, but in my opinion at least, I think the Warglaives should sort of cover those extra things that you get in those box games. Is this a boxed game? It certainly looks like it. It's got core rules. It's got it's got a book in there with the rules I would have thought for both factions, and it's got models for both sides. So is it an expansion? It just says it's a great value box set. It's more like a game expansion rather than a separate set like the Dark Imperium set is. But pricing wise, I think Games Workshop are really pledging their bets on the fact that you've got 2 new models, and when I mean 2, I mean 1 Warglaive and 1 Canoptech. You've got 2 new models in this set for the £95 sort of entry fee. I think I would have preferred it at 75, and I think it would be, I think it'd sell like hotcakes for 75. Yes, I still think it'd sell at 95, but 95 is quite a huge entry price, I think, compared to Dark Imperium, compared to Betrayal at Calth, and a number of other sets. I think it's still quite a steep price, in my opinion. 75 would have blown people away, and I think people would have jumped on that. I think it's like a limited release, but what they mean by that is once it's sold out, which it might do, but once it's sold out, they will just make more sets. So it's sort of limited in a way, but with the option of making more. And I think making more just revolves around making more Warglaives and more Canoptechs, which I'm 100% sure they'll release separately in boxes and things at a later stage. So that's me babbling on about the business side of things. Let's have a look at the models themselves. So these Warglaives look immense. They've got some excellent, amazing weaponry. These thermal lances are just incredible. The Reaper chain cleavers are pretty decent, if a little bit stubby. They're definitely thick, but they are stubby. I think the Melter Lance is fine. It looks lovely, but I think these Reaper chain cleavers are a bit short. I think in reach. I would have expected them to be, a little bit longer, maybe half the length of the Reaper chainsword, maybe. But they just look a bit stubby. But hey, I haven't got the model. I haven't seen it in person, so that's just my initial impressions. I like the fact that you get 2 different heads. They're not shielded at all. Interesting. And then you've got the Canoptech. Just incredible paint job, just to get that dark green to the light green, and then even the highlighting. Such a beautiful paint job. And then the glowing orbs. Yeah, I hope Games Workshop do a tutorial for this, because it's so difficult to get that transition without going for like the airbrush kind of route. But yeah, really nice model. Obviously the Tech Priest Dominus that came out, it's 4 years ago now. It's 2014 that came out. So yeah, getting on a bit. But this is the big daddy. This is the the thing that you're probably most interested in, and one of the main reasons why you'll get the set, is this. So there's a few things here that they've sort of taken, like the legs look very similar to an Imperial Knight. This canister, this power pack, it's got like smaller exhaust vents for the power plant. They're not shielded at all. It's got these stubby little shoulder pauldrons. The arms look very similar to a normal Knight, and then it's got this this stubby chain cleaver. You can either go for a carapace mounted heavy stubber or a melter gun. This guy's got the melter gun, all out melter, and I think that's really the way to go for these. They don't have a second option for the right arm. Maybe the individual kit might do at some point, but I think that's the way to go. Pure anti-armor and anti-heavy infantry. Just keep them away from hordes and you know, squishy things, because this is definitely a tank buster. So quick as well, 14 inches I think. So this is going to zip around the battlefield, blowing nice melter sized holes into vehicles and things. It does look like it's a bit on a wonk there with the right leg. Quite strange, but yeah, that's the main reason I think for this set. This model, the Canoptek, lovely looking model. I'm glad that finally they released another new model for Necrons. He is attached to, it's really odd, this thing coming out of the ground, like gluing wise, and this little spider is jumping out. So he's attached by this by his spine through his cloak. He's quite a fast unit, and that cloak is pretty awesome too. So yeah, interesting hand sort of signal there. Maybe you could rotate the wrist maybe and have it more vertical. But I'm sure we'll find some conversions and things. And then you've got your Skitarii as well. I won't go into those. And then you've got your Immortals and your Leech Guard, which look really awesome. And your Wraiths look pretty immense as well. So yeah, good looking Necrons in this set. And they're then painted. And yeah, they only show you one set of the Warglaives, but this is a sprue. Yeah, quite packed sprue in a way. It's the other part of it. Nice big feet, I think that is. That's the Canoptek. Looks like it'll be a couple of sprues. There's the other one. Yeah, so 2 sprues in that. And then the legs for the armature as well. So no sprues for the others, because you know that you probably find them on their individual kits. But yeah, the way I'm going to be running this is melters all the way with the Warglaives. I'm going to have these Skitarii as the plasma wielding ones, not the rifles. I've already got a set with the rifles. And I'm going to change my weapon out on the Tech Priest Dominus. Maybe change his axe somehow. And the Necrons, they're brand new to me. So I'm going to have a lot of fun with those. So yeah, join me hopefully next weekend when I get the set. And I'll go through a full unboxing. And then for the next 2 weeks after that, I'll go through all of the models individually, giving you the rules and things. Specifically with the Mechanicus, I'll have the Mechanicus Codex review out by then too. So although Custodes have pretty much dwindled out, still next week's worth of Custodes videos to come out. But although they're kind of phased out, because we have had sort of 4 weeks of them, this will then take its place, and you get couple of weeks of videos relating to all these models, and then we're on to Necrons, and I'll be covering Necrons like I said. I might get some sets for Necrons, but we'll see. There's still quite a few releases coming out over the next few months. So what do you guys think of this set? What do you think about the price as well? How many sets are you going to buy? Please do put it in the comments below. It'd be great to hear from you. Thank you ever so much for joining me today. Thank you for watching. The Emperor Protects.